Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know I've been recording after quite a long time, but today's recording is important. I would like to tell you especially something very exciting about how I traded today. That is 1st December 2022 session of the US, especially for the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. This is the trading platform which I use, td365.com. So without wasting further time, let's get into the details. I have already extracted today's sheet. This is the transaction date and Indian Standard Time already converted for your reference. Simply just stating two, three things for your easy referencing. This is the quantity column, and some of the trades I've traded in very small quantities like zero point 0.5 or either one quantity, and some of the trades are in huge quantities like 9, 7, you can see over here. And minus stands for sold, like zero point 0.5, this is positive, I have bought it, and minus 1.5, I have sold this quantity. And so this is the price at which I entered the trade, closing price at which I exited the trade, net profit and loss, and this is account balance as well. This is all in US dollars. Also, just why today's trading was exciting is there have been a lot of drawdown and recovery. It would be good to say that it's been a roller coaster ride for today. So let's see that the account balance at the day open was 238.03. You can also see it over here. This is the first transaction for the day. Like, just a second, and this is it. Let me also state it over here. This is the opening balance, and the closing balance is right here. You can see 290.09. So around I made somewhat $52, and the percentage return for today was 21.87%. Talking about the number of trades, it was 35 trades, out of which 27 were positive trades in which I made profit, and 8 trades went into loss. That's quite a good ratio, but the problem over here is still the same problem which I have in the previous videos which I recorded. Like, the these eight trades carry a huge amount of loss, and these 27 trades do carry multiple profits but in very small amounts, though there are one or two profits which are also in good amount as well. I will show it to you. Talking about the drawdown, so let me tell you that how the day went. I started at around 7:30. You can see the time over here, 19:30, and within half an hour, about around 8 o'clock, I was down some to $121 from $238. So you can say that this drawdown, which I've stated over here, is of $117 from 238 to 121 within the first 30 minutes. And there's been a good reason to it as well. I will explain this further. But the later trading went quite good, and after 8 p.m. till 12:30, been an upright only. Though there are 35 trades, I would like to explain the important one as well. I've already highlighted the important trades, like we can see in this profit and loss account column. Just a second. Now you might be able to view it more clearly. Just a second. Yeah. Uh, Sorry. Right. Okay, I want to show you that in the profit and loss column, you can see that the maximum loss is $52.98, $41, which I took, $31, 21, 8, 10, 4. So these were the 8 trades which went into negative, and all the remaining trades were positive trades. Talking about the maximum profits which I booked, it was $67.5 and $28.5, and the remaining were within less than $20. Yep. So let's care about the bigger figures, big figures, and let's not go into the amounts less than $20. Just a second. Yep. Right. All right. So let's go from here. So the first trade itself went into $31 loss, and this was a trade in having execution time of 5 minutes. I entered into 7:30 and I exited the trade at 7:35. Entered at 4088. Let me also show on the charts. I've also marked some trades for your easy referencing and better understanding of the trades. Yep. So here it is. We can see the time is exactly 19:30. You can see the time at the bottom, like you can see right over here in this white box small. This is the arrow as well. I have marked it. This is 7:30. I have shorted it over here. You can see that the quantity is -7. So the problem is I should not have shorted it, because as per the concept, any index or the price is moving above the bigger averages, then we should not go into shorting that index or stock, whatever it is. But I shorted it. Yeah, there's been a good reason to it as well. If I would like to show you, just because one thing it is, okay, let me also tell you about these lines. Though it is the same as that of the previous videos, this is nothing but these three lines are just the exponential moving averages. This is 100, 200, and somewhat 400, and this is white one. This is a simple moving average, which is 10 SMA, 10 simple moving average. So yeah, I shorted it. I thought that, yep, it's been going down as it is closing below the 10 SMA. But yes, I instantly got wrong after 2 3 minutes, and I had to book a loss at this candle. The better thing what I could have done is I could have booked the loss 1 minute ago at 17 at 7:34, which could have saved me at least 2 3 points. That is example about $20. So what I want to communicate over here is this trading go very fast, and the execution time was 5 minutes, though still I was very late. Okay, let's move further. Next trade, big loss of $41, and this is the trade which I entered around 1957. So I've also marked it over here. I went long, that is I bought the index 1957. No problem in that. Absolutely good trade, nothing wrong, good as per setup. At this time, let me also just show you if it is looking like this, right? Like this. At 1957, the screen is exactly like this. So what the next judgment could be? Next judgment must be long. There's nothing wrong about going long. Price is moving above the averages, and yes, it's just consolidating well, as I think so. So what was wrong in this trade, due to which I booked loss of $41? That is, you can see, and the execution time, let also see there the execution time. I entered at 7:57. I exited exactly at 8 3 minutes. You can see this was the entry candle, 1 2 and 3. This third big red candle, I exited in this one. The problem was US opens at 8 p.m. So I was trading the pre-market session, and yeah, whenever the US opens, it's always you can say a tsunami of roller coasters, because there's a lot of movement. But you can see that even this moment, I will say it is very less movement for the US Open, but generally US Open is very fluctuating, and you can see a lot of movements on the upside and downside as well within the same 2 3 minutes of the Open. So that's why I took a big loss. This was a mistake. I should have stayed away from the trades and waited for the US Open. Okay, lesson learned, no problem. Going further, I immediately reversed the trade and entered into short. At this time, the quantity was less. You can see that the previous quantity was nine quantity, and this is the sixth quantity which I shorted in the S&P 500 in this candle, same candle at 8 p.m. But what went wrong was, and this trade was very long. That is, you can say that entered at 8 p.m. and I exited around 8:19. That is 19 minutes. I waited for 19 minutes to close this one, and I had a loss of $52. Why? Let me show you. This is a classic example of why we should not pay too much attention upon the correlation statistics and studies. Just a second. Exactly. Sorry, just give me a second. Right. Yep. Perfect. So this is US 500. You can see S&P 500, which I shorted exactly at 8 p.m. And this is Dow Jones at 8 p.m. You can see the Dow Jones is having only one movement, which is downside. See, first big red candle, just a little bit. Index tried to went up but failed miserably, and then the only direction was down. This down, 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 down. So looking at the Wall Street 30, I thought that yes, index should go down, and the generally the correlation is like they both follow each other, or you can say one tends to follow the another. That might change from day to day. We need to check upon that as well. But what happened today, you can see, like, let me show you exactly what happened till 8:19. This is the 8:19. Yep, exactly 8:19 right over here. This is 8 o'clock and this is 8:19 for Dow Jones. You can see that almost it's a downside. But what happened in this S&P is this is 8 p.m. at which I went short. You can see it just was consolidating around the same area and did not went down, whereas Dow went quite a lot downside. That's why I had hopes for this trade. But as we say in the stock market, hope dies first. So please just don't hope anything in the stock markets. And this is around 8:19 at which I booked quite a huge loss. This was wrong on my part. Actually, I should have looked at the correlation stuff. Just the advice is like do not pay too much attention to the correlation factors. So this one as well. This one is quite a good trade. What happened? I shorted Dow Jones after learning the lesson that yes, Dow is weak, S&P is strong, so I should short only the Dow Jones. I've not marked it, but let's see. I can tell directly from here. We can see all over here. I entered the trade at 821 for the price of 4,555. 821. This is the 821 candle right over here. I tried, I shot right over here exactly at this candle at which my cursor is. Right? You can see. Just a second. Now you might can see better. This is the candle which I shorted. 821. Perfect execution. Just I don't know how I caught it, but it was a lovely trade. And at which price did I exit it? 34,420. So I captured around 130 points. That was superb achievement for myself. I think that 34,420. If I tell you that, and how much times did this trade took? 9 minutes only. 34,420. If I tell you that. Exit time is 2030. Yep, this is the exit time 2030, and I exited a lot early. You can see the Dow came down a lot after that as well. But still, no regrets. I booked a quite good profit on this one. This was a perfect trade. Now moving further, again in the Wall Street 30 at 8:45, I tried to buy it 8:30:45. Sorry, right. Let's look at over here. Where is 8:45? Right over here. I don't know why I was trying to buy it like this and at exactly at the level at this point where my cursor is at the this dotted line is 8:45. I don't think why I was buying. The direction was only downside, and just it was waiting for the previous 2 3 minutes. I don't know, might be I had bought looking into it, but that was totally a wrong thought. I don't know why I bought it. So yeah, pretty much all. Just we are in at the end. Just one last trade. I entered around in the Wall Street 30. I just shorted the Dow at 11:51. 11:51. Yeah, just a second. This is 11:48, 49, 50, 51. Yep, this green candle you can see over here, right? 11:51. I shorted right over here. Looking at the previous two candles that they were closing below at the lows, I thought that yes, this index is going a lot down. Though it did not win, but still I booked the profit. How? Let me tell this. I entered at 11:51. I exited at 12:03. Where it is 12:03, 12:03. If I tell you that this is 12:03. Yep. So I booked quite a good amount, I think, or not. Yeah. I entered at 34,310 and closed at 34,281. That's 30 points in Dow. Still, it's a good trade, I think so. Yeah. 34,281. I exited right at the bottom. That was also classical achievement for me. And I entered 34,310. Somewhat you can say at the in the middle of this green candle. I entered around the middle of this candle and I booked the profits right at the bottom. I don't know how I picked the bottom. You can say it was just a lucky thing, but which is generally tough to get. But yes, it was a good trade and a good exit as well. Yep. So thank you for this today's video listening, and I hope you are getting something good out of it. Let me know if you have any doubts in the comment section as well, and you like the content, please feel free to like, subscribe, share the videos. Thank you and bye. See you next time.